Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pedrolin. For some of you who don't know me, or if you're coming across my channel for the very first beginning, oh, my people, the street is talking. Some rumors are circulating around the street concerning Rachel's new boyfriend. I'm not saying anything. I am not judging her. She has the right to do whatever she wants to do with her life. If she's choosing to be running around with Swedish guy who are not married to her. For me, honestly speaking, I'm going to give my opinion, regardless, even if you don't like my opinion. As long as I'm going to give my opinion, I have got nothing to do with this lady. It's up to her to lower her standard, to be running after this Swedish guy who are not proud of her. I know a lot of African people, they always used to come for me when I always used to give my commentary or my advice concerning this lady, concerning her attitude towards the type of man that she's always like choosing. It's not my business for me to select for her the type of man that she wants. But for me, I feel very bad seeing a very beautiful lady going for very low, like lowering her standard. For me, I feel as if it depends on her, the type of man that she's always like picking, because she's always picking men that are very horrible to her. I feel as if she's chasing after life, because if she's going to chase after life, she is always going to be attracted to the wrong people. She is going to attract the wrong people who are not going to be there in her life for a longer period. Because clearly right now, of course, for some of you have already done you have reacted to her new boyfriend. For me, I feel as if, Rachel, I don't know if it's Rachel, she's always like in a hurry. I feel as if maybe she's like, she's so much desperate. I know that there are some other ladies who don't want to live alone. They always want to find themselves in the arms of a man. I have got nothing to do with this lady, regardless, even if she wants to be running around here in Sweden, entertaining Swedish guy, For some of you African lady who are always making noise, saying that, oh, you have got hatred towards this lady. It's not about hatred. I do live here in Sweden. And the place that she relocated now, it's like outside. It's like in the bush. She's living, I think she said something like a cottage. She's living in a cottage with the so-called boyfriend. Even though, the guy, I wish she could have showed the picture of the guy. If I knew the guy, I was going to make an interview, because I have traveled a lot of time, the northern part of Sweden. I like to travel as well. So for me, I feel as if, she has to be very careful with the type of man that she is getting attracted to. It has got nothing to do with me. It has to do with her as a person, as an individual, what type of man she's attracting to. Because I even saw that, the mistake that happened in her previous relationship with Henrik, she's repeating the same mistake. Because right now, this lady, for me, I feel as if, she was supposed to take time. Of course, we all want to be loved, but I feel as if she's chasing after men instead of men to chase her, because even when I watched the video where she was saying, introducing the guy, even though right now she's not showing the image of the guy. I don't know for what reason, or maybe she's scared that the same mistake that happened to her previous relationship, it's going to repeat itself. For me, I feel as if, if a man really loves you, he is going to show it. But for me, I feel as if this lady, I like to say, for me, I feel as if, for me, I'm like this. I like to say it like that. I feel as if, Rachel, she wants to be loved. But I feel so bad for her, chasing after some Swedish guy, Because it's not everybody who's blessed, to get these good white people, I know a lot of friends of mine that are married to Swedish guy who are treating them very good. But for me, clearly I can say to this lady that, I'm not sure if this relationship is going to last longer, because right now the guy has already introduced her to her family, to his family, excuse me. Because for me, normally I feel as if, Rachel, she's trying to become a Swedish guy, a Swedish person, not knowing that she's from Africa, if she is going to take the African culture, I think, men, they're going to respect her enough. But right now, she's just, because she wants to be like living this white people lifestyle, because you have to understand, like here in Sweden, you can live with a guy without being married, but in Africa it's very, you don't find that in most cases. But I hate that in Kenya they do something like cohabitate. You can live with a guy for many years. It's not a problem. Maybe I can understand. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because that's what I hate, that in Kenya you can live with a man for many years, regardless, even if you are not married to that person. But in my country it's quite different, and in some other African countries it's also a little bit different, because when you meet a guy, or when you are dating a guy, you can't go public with that man until that man, he engages you, or until maybe that man, he goes and see your in-laws, his in-laws, excuse me, when they prepare for marriage, dowry, all those things. When he pays something, that's when you can show the man to the world, But for me, I feel as if, this girl, she has to step up her games. Otherwise, a lot of men, they're going to continue like treating her in this manner, because she's looks like somebody who's like desperate. I know that maybe she wants to be loved, but it has got nothing to do with me, regardless, even if you're going to continue making noise that, hey, I have got hatred, or all those things. It's not about hatred. I'm giving my opinion. So if your opinion, if you think that maybe what she's doing, it's okay, it's up to you. We are not forcing her to become something that she's not, but for me, I know that, Swedish guy, in the manner that she's always like conducting herself, because when you look at, I feel as if, Rachel, she has to look around here and on YouTube. There are a lot of African ladies who are like married to white people, and they have lived with them for many years. I have come across a lot of Kenyan, I'm also a friend with Kenyan ladies who have been married to Swedish guy for many, 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 many years. And they don't behave like the manner that this lady she's behaving. Because for me, if the manner that she carries herself, it's like a turn off to other people. Because the way she comes across as if it's somebody like who's like going out there, like chasing after money. I'm not saying that she's doing that, but the manner that she's just like showing out, the way she's, like the way she's displaying herself, she's showing. That's the reason why, me, I'm always against, when some other African lady, even, you have the right to choose any man that you want to date, but some of you African lady, you come across as if you're so desperate to, when you are like dating white guys, you feel as if, you have earned like a gold, when you are just dating a white guy. It's the same thing like this Rachel of theirs, because sometimes, when she's like dating white guys, it's like, hey, I don't know how can I just describe it, it's like she has got no, like, I don't know what will I just say, because the way she just like behaves, it's so weird. Because a man is the one who's supposed to be showing those, to show the world that, he cares about you. He loves you for who you are. Because for me, clearly, just by looking, I feel as if this relationship is not even going to last, because it's showing that Rachel, he's the one who's so proud of this guy. Because clear right now, this guy, he does not even want to do anything with Rachel, like to show his picture here on YouTube, because I feel as if Rachel, she's the one who wants to bring this guy, without being married to this guy, without, the relationship is just still new. I don't care whether you will come for me. I'm saying my opinion. I have the right to say my opinion, freedom of speech. She is bringing her life here on YouTube for us to judge her, for us to look at the lifestyle that she's living. And you have to understand that if we are talking about, if we are reacting towards somebody's video, it does not matter if the person is from Kenya or if the person is from which African country. We are talking according to their behavior, something that she's trying to show here on YouTube. I have met a lot of Kenyan lady. There's another Kenyan lady, I think she's married to a Swiss. I think it's a Swiss guy. I don't know if it's Sarah and Noti. When you look at that lady, the way she behaves, it's quite different from this lady. It has got nothing to do with me. Even I wish Rachel the best, and I wish that, she should get a good man that she wants, But for me, I feel as if, it has to start with her, like to respect herself, like to humble herself in a manner whereby every man will have respect for her. But the way she acts, she's always acting as if she's desperate, when she comes across white men, or if she's dating white men, as if now, as if now she's living like in paradise, not knowing already that, okay, this person, he's not yet married, he haven't yet married her. He haven't yet met the parents of the girl. Already she's all over the place, running in the what. Now she relocated where she was living with that Henrik of hers, the ex-boyfriend. She ran now. She's living with that guy in the northern part of Sweden. When things become tough, she will run back. For me, I feel as if this lady, somebody has to sit down with her and advise her. Regardless, let me tell you something. Regardless, even if you could try your level best, to look good or what, some men will take advantage. When you look at this, for me, I feel as if this lady, the mistake that she's doing is choosing the wrong man. The way she comes across as somebody who's like desperate. For me, I feel as if she has to try her level best to humble herself, because if you are not going to humble yourself, some men, they're going to think that maybe you are like desperate. Some men, because you appear as if you are like, your appearance is coming across as if, you are like looking for somebody that is going to do everything for you. Yet already you have gone to university, yet you have graduated, yet you have got, I don't know if she's carrying a degree or a diploma, but you have to have respect for yourself so that men should value you. Men should respect you. Men should care about you as a person, not a situation whereby you are running around Sweden with Swedish guy who don't even care about you, who cannot even be able to give you a ring, to be engaged. Because this time by, look at, I told you, look at Sarah. I don't know if it's Sarah or Noti. Look at her. She did the very what? Right now, keep that man aside from YouTube. You have to talk to him. Don't be ashamed. I know a lot of ladies. They always used to say that, leave a man to, you don't have to force a man to marry you. No. If you, as a lady, if you know what you want in life, you see right now, if I want to get married, I'm not going to hide myself, like to be waiting, saying that, until that man is going to tell me he wants to marry me, all those things. You have to discuss with the person. The moment when you meet a man, for the very first beginning, that's when you explain, there's nothing that is wrong. Don't be ashamed, when you hear people saying that, it's embarrassing for as a lady to tell a man to marry you. There's nothing that is embarrassing. What about if the person is wasting your time? Imagine being in a relationship with a guy, and then you'll be just cooking for the guy, cleaning for him. At the end, he's going to dump you, and then he's going to go and marry the next person, which is not good. So that's the reason why it's very important, to take time and know the guy, the background. For me, I feel as if she has to know this guy more and know the type of the girls that this guy he has been dating in the past, rather than jumping here on Facebook, not Facebook, on YouTube and throwing this guy's picture. Because for me, obvious, I can see that already there's some red flags. Normally here in Sweden, some Swedish guy, they don't like to be taken videos. They don't like to do videos here on YouTube. So for me, I feel as if Rachel, she's looking for somebody who's going to promote her channel. She's looking for a white guy who's going to promote her channel so that she should be where she wants to be. I have got no jealous towards this lady, but the manner that she's just like conducting herself, it comes across as if she's looking for that. Imagine somebody, I don't know. Imagine right now, I am studying at university. When I am studying at university, that shows that, I worked very hard, to be on that level. It's the same thing with this lady. If you have worked very hard at university, then you are running around here in Sweden, entertaining guys who are very low, on low level, low class. That's not what you want for yourself. You want a man who's going to be very proud of you. You want a man who will be able to go to Kenya there and tell your parents that my in-laws, I want to marry your daughter. Your daughter, she's so educated. Your daughter, she's so smart. Not a situation whereby you'll be running around. Some people, because you come across as if you are lost, as if you don't have a place where to live. Because right now, if that guy dumps you, you are going to run somewhere where you are going to get shelter. That's the way you are coming across. It has got nothing to do with me. For some of you, hey, what has the poor girl done? No, she's not poor. It's the manner that she's conducting herself. A lot of when you look here on YouTube, there are a lot of Kenyan ladies who are married to white people. But when you see the way they are humble, very humble. Not this one. This one is not humble. The way she just even appears here on YouTube. She has to work on herself. So see you guys in my next video. I hope you're going to take very good care of yourself. Bye bye, my lovely people.